welcome to Lisa Marvin Art. I've been MIA for a bit because I've been on vacation. So this is my first time painting in quite a while. We went to California. We had such a good time. We flew to San Francisco and my sister lives there. And then we met up with August's acrylic art. We had the best time. And then we drove down the coast all the way to San Diego. And on the way, we stopped off in different places, and we stopped in Carmel, and I was walking down the street, and then I see Simon Bull walking towards me, and I still have, when he poured paint on me, my little outfit. So he took me to his gallery, and I met him and his daughter and her partner, and his gallery, so beautiful. They couldn't have been nicer. Wonderful people. He makes coloring books, of course, for kids. So he signed a coloring book for Mo. It was such a lovely meeting. But now I'm back to paint, and I just wanted to play around today. I didn't really have a plan, except I knew I wanted to use this hairdryer. The light's gonna fall on me. I just got it. I've used it once, okay? Sorry for this lighting if you can't see. This is the Babyliss Pro Nano Titanium. It's fine. It does have a cool shot. So I was thinking of just doing a 12-incher, just one single blue. Now, I have this Sherwin-Williams to-go color called Quietude. Let me show you. Which I've never used before. It's kind of like a light sage green. So these light colors of Sherwin-Williams are very thick. Normally I thin them out with a bit of water. You could use Floetrol too. I'm honestly just too lazy to do it. So it's quite thick and it might not work in our favor. What happens when your paints are too thick is it kind of blows out the rest of your colors, but I am going for a minimal vibe today. So let's just see what happens. I'll show you. I'm also using like a color combo I don't usually use and layering that I don't usually use. So let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about colors. I have TLP Zimzilin. I have this Diox purple I mixed with a bit of black to darken it. I have TLP Lily Pad, which I never use. I have Matisse Australian Sky Blue and Lemon Sorbet. Now normally I layer the bottom color, like the light color, but I'm gonna kind of reverse and see what happens. My Cell Activator today is, my favorite brand, Old Holland, and it's called Metal Aluminum, which I love. Okay, so I think that's the layering we're going for. Normally I don't top with a piggy under Cell Activator, but because we're not going for cells, we're going for flowy, kind of like my watercolor bloom idea, but not really because these paints are quite thick because my colors have been sitting around too. So what I want to make sure, especially with this thick paint, is to not put too much down and to really stretch it. Oh yeah. Oh boy, are we in trouble? To really stretch it. Look at how thick it is. Really stretch it out so we don't have to spin too much. That's the number one thing. So it doesn't look like a lot of paint, but it is so thick that it could be. I really like this sagey color. Let's see how we did. Again, I really only want to spin it like 2 or 3 times. It is very hard to gauge the amount of paint, but you can see this paint could cover the whole thing, but I really do like to use my finger because that's the best judge. So by putting your finger, see this, I wouldn't think that it's thick enough, but I can see that it's about 1/4 inch thick. You see what I mean? And once you blow it out, if you find it's not spinning properly, you can put more, I'll probably put more on this side, paints around the edges. And you could also just spin it a few times to see how she goes. But you see, there's still quite a bit of paint on there, and it didn't look like enough. So, now because this is so thin and I don't want to blow it out too much, I probably will put a little bit more down in the middle. Now, I usually mouth blow this size of a 12-inch, and I'm not usually hair drying. But we can do our best because I do want negative space. I don't want to cover it, and this mouth is so big, I might end up covering it. However, because the paint is so thick, it might not go so far. We're just kind of going with the flow. My pouring medium is Bear Dynasty with Joe Sonia. Let's get to work. Now, am I doing a circle or am I doing a line? Oh boy, you know? All right, whatever. Now these paints are thick too because they've been sitting around, but. So, that should be good. The color's so pretty. By the way, I'm preparing already. So some of you know I do these lakeside retreats outside of Spokane. By the way, I don't want to put too much of this. I don't want it too dark. I'm already nervous that I'm not going to have enough negative space, but and I have, I believe, a spot left. I'll put the details in the description, but if you want to learn how to paint and laugh and connect, meet like-minded people, learn everything you need to know about the bloom, this is, I've done 3 already, and for the, or have I done 2? And anyways, I think I've only done 2, but the people like have become such a family that the first class, everyone from the first class signed up for the second class. But then this bunch of people in June are all new people I haven't met before. And then my first class is coming back in October. So we do it once a year in October. Anyways, the connections are awesome. Okay, enough about that. What am I gonna do? We're gonna put her right in the middle because I said so. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, what do we think? So for the cell activator, I don't necessarily want too much because remember, I'm not necessarily going for cells as much as flow, right? However, because of the shape of the mouth, instead of just putting it like this, I might do a line, right? I've never done that before, but why not do it? Because we're just crazy people. Okay, are you ready? Let's see. Maybe I should. Look at my hairdryer. Okay, hold on, everybody. Luckily, that cell activator is thick, so it's not hopefully sinking too much. There we go. Okay. Okay. I definitely don't love how that blew out, obviously. You can see what I mean about thick paint, but also the aim wasn't that great. So maybe I don't love this hairdryer for one small bloom. It worked when I did a 20-incher with it. But that's also why I prefer using my mouth. However, we're not gonna waste what we've done. Let's see if I can get any of those colors out. But this is exactly what I mean. When your paints are too thick, the pillow blows over the colors and you can see it kind of made cells on its own, which is fine, but again, you kind of know why that happened and you don't necessarily, there's a bloop. It's not necessarily what you're looking for, right? Okay, I don't see any of my colors, but we're not gonna worry. This is gonna be like a double bloomy. This can be our fun background. So I'm just gonna add more paints again without the dark purple. Actually, this can be like the background. See if we can save it. You can see none of the colors. Like there's some areas, but it's kind of blah. You know what I mean? So let's fix her. I'm gonna do the same thing again, minus the purple. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm layering it on top and then I'm gonna blow it out with my mouth. And you might see some of this kind of in the background, like a little hidden thing. We don't know. Yeah, I'll do a bit of the green. Now this is also a lot of pigments. And I'll do the sky blue. Okay, oops. And then I'll do lemon sorbet, and then I'm gonna mouth blow it and see what happens. All right, ready? Oh, I should use a stick. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not giving up on this guy yet. Okay. Now it's not gonna blow out far. Maybe it is worth thinning your pillow paint. Okay. Now, do you see what I mean? How it's like a double bloomy, right? It could be like an inside and an outside. So now maybe this is where our skills of skewering come to the rescue. But I'm not gonna skewer yet. I am gonna put just some more down here. I am gonna spin it as much as I can, especially because it's so thick. It will get very wonky if I skewer it right now and start spinning. Let's see, did I save her? And not to worry, if not, we'll just scrape and then figure something else out. Okay, but like, I like my idea, right? I do want her to get in the middle a little bit. Okay, let's start spinning and see where she wants to go. Okay. She wants to go this way, but I want her down this way. So I am going to take the little Sherwin-Williams lid and just put it here like this for a moment to direct her on where to go. Perhaps she listens, perhaps she doesn't. Okay. Okay. She's kind of listening. This is going this way. I mean, it would have been nice if that were centered first, but we're not panicking yet. We can still try to do something with her. I do like the idea of the double bloom though. Yeah, okay, sure. It's a good idea to do if you want to try to save something, you know? And then you, what's going on here? And then you spin and pray. Oops. My favorite thing to do. Okay. We're getting there. We're not going to get much background. I'm going to spin until this edge comes off here. Then we can start skewering. Okay. Well, at least I see some sparkle, which is always nice, right? And then I will fix the flower. But let's see. So I'm going to move the middle. Okay. I'm going to do one more spin. Okay. Okay, it looks like the inside of a flower, right? It doesn't have much shape as of yet, but I feel like the composition is this way. So do sneakers. Okay, so now is important. I have a choice. With my skewer, I can either dip it in a color, an outline, or just skewer. Let me get a new skewer. Okay, skewers, where did you go? Totally over here. Okay, so this is the scary part, right? I don't know about for you, but for me it is. So obviously we want to fix this little flower. And now you know I try not to go overboard, but then you know that I do. I am going to bring her down here. I think it might be nice to dip it in the silver, but let's give her this first. Yeah, okay, we're just going for it. Because I'm not gonna go in like this, I'm going to go like this, okay? Too bad. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, how did we do? Okay, all right. So now I'm going to okay. Then we're going, I'm just making leaves. Okay. Then we do that. Okay. Okay. Did I do too much like this? And it should have made more like that. Can you see? It's not bad. I'm just unsure. Okay, now I'm gonna make the outer leaves. I'm not gonna go all the way, but at least to make it look like we're a flower. You know? And that's basically what we're gonna do. So, I don't know if I like that line that I did. I might not like the way that I did that. I might want to get rid of that line. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Just like magic. And I might want to get rid of this line. Somehow hold. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Getting somewhere. Okay. So, let me see. I'll show you what we got so far. Now, I'm still not loving the, because like, you know, natural lines don't do that. And I shouldn't have done that. So, I can try to just make them kind of go up a bit. So it looks more natural there. That looks better to my eyes already. You know, because nature doesn't really repeat itself. Like, you know, and it needs some variety. But it's hard to know what to do sometimes. Okay. Double bloomy, right? I think I like what we've done. I think it's a fun idea if you've screwed up something to try and fix. And then at a certain point you have to put the skewer down. But I think I don't hate her. You guys will tell me, you know? I definitely, yeah,